Thanks for 1.5k, guys. We're on our way to 2,000.
You have a difficult job ahead of you, Mr. Wright. The defense calls Larry Butts to the stand. Will the witness give his name and occupation, please?
I like his voice.
My name's Larry. I'm 20 years old, and I live with my mother.
Hold it!
Why do you still live with your mother at 20? Because I was born here.
Wait, what? Also, why is living with your parents at 20 suspicious?
And why were you born here? Your birth certificate says you're from New York City. I was born here, but I lived in New York until I was 4 years old. Clearly, the witness is lying. How do you know that? You can't know that. Did a clown tell you that?
I mean, it's a good point. Like, do you remember anything before you were 4? I only have, like, one memory from before I was 4, and I barely remember what was going on.
A clown? Much like the clown who you murdered! I swear it's true. I moved to New York and everything changed. I was happier there. Why did you move to New York?
Why did you move to New York? I say this as a fellow New Yorker. Why would you come here? Why? Do you hate yourself? Do you want to spend way too much money on food and real estate and your car? Because we have nails and potholes, among other things?
I wanted to become a detective. I thought it would be exciting to try new things. Larry, your whole story has been nothing but a long list of cliches. But I'm not lying.
Objection!
If you were born here, why does your birth certificate say you were born in New York?
Is this some reverse psychology Stockholm syndrome thing? Like, well, if you lived in New York, why does your birth certificate say that you were born in New York, huh? Huh? You sure you were born in New York?
Your Honor, I request that this clown be sent to a psychiatrist. Very well, case closed. This court finds the defendant.
Hold on, wait. Can the judge order someone to go to therapy? Like, is that a thing? Is that possible? Because if so, I gotta make a few calls.
Your Honor!
Oh God.
I am the supposed murder victim. Honky Honkers the clown! This man, Phoenix Wright, is a danger to society. I was the victim here. I did not kill that clown. How do you...
What is going on here? I mean, he's a perfect choice for the clown because he does look like one. I mean, let's be honest. Look at that color palette. Listen, the purple and pink by itself like could have worked, but look at that polka dot tie. Come on now. Fashion sin.
Was the victim here. I did not kill that clown. How do you know? I saw him get blown to pieces by a blast of laser.
How is he still standing? That's my question. This is the big mystery. He's standing on the stand, so clearly he's not in pieces. Mr. Butts, what is going on here? Your story isn't adding up.
Your Honor, the witness is lying. Order. How could I have blown the clown to pieces? I don't even own a laser. If you were the clown, you... Stop it.
What?
Mr. Honkster, do you have anything to say in your defense? Yes. I am a clown. That is all I have to say.
Is that an admittance of like you can't trust him because he's a clown, or is he just like, just so you know, just so we're all aware, I am a proud clown. Only call me this, or I will be very upset.
Thank you. Oh. And I know everything. That's right, I know everything.
What?
What did you just say, Mr. Clown? You know everything? Of course. I am a magician and a master of the dark arts. I know everything that happens in this courthouse. Dark arts? Demon summoning? No, I can't summon demons. They're much too powerful. I'd die in an instant.
Wait, what? Where is this going? So wait, is he gonna solve his own murder in court because he knows everything? Is that where this is going?
Mr. Clown, why is that so funny? You accuse my client of a serious crime and then you admit to knowing nothing about it. I do know about it, yes. I learned about it from the world's worst source of information, my parents.
Oh my God! Bro. Hashtag relatable.
Your parents know about it. Yes, they're cops. They know about everything. I'm here to testify that my stepfather, Larry Butts, killed the world-famous clown, Honker H. Moose.
Wait a minute. So Mr. Butts is his stepfather, and he didn't kill the clown we thought he killed because the clown was supposed to be this guy, and this guy is still standing, and he's saying that there's another clown called Honker H. Moose. So did they like fumble real hard in this case and take someone to court for the wrong murder of the wrong clown? I don't understand what's going on.
Do you know where you are? Yes. I'm at the courthouse. And why are you there? To testify in the trial of my stepfather, Larry Butts. Why do you want to know that? Because he killed my mother's beloved clown, Honker H. Moose. What's your real name? Henry. How do you spell that name?
I love how this grown man doesn't know how to spell his own name, and yet he is a magician, therefore he's supposed to know everything.
Henry with a C. Thank you.
Wait, hold on. He just spelled his name correctly and then said with a C. How does that work? Henry with a C. Senry? Is this supposed to be Senry?
Thank you, Mr. Henry. Why don't you like my stepfather? I don't dislike him per se, I just don't think he should get off scot-free for killing my mother's beloved clown, that's all. So why did you come forward with this information? Because that person who killed Honker has never been brought to justice, and I wanted to make sure that never happened.
Wait. Did he just say he came to the courthouse seeking justice? But then he came to the courthouse with the information so that would never happen? Did I get that right? Did I get that right?
Who killed Honker? I don't know. It was an anonymous caller claiming to be a magician.
You just said that it was your uncle, Larry Butts, and now you're claiming it's some other magician? Come on now. I think there's some tricks being played here and they ain't magical.
A magician? This is getting more and more interesting. Can you describe this magician? No, I can't. I only remember that he was a man with a dark sense of humor. Anything else? Did you get a good look at his face? All right, how about this? Mr. Butts was in a car accident, and when the police arrived, they found him unconscious and with severe head trauma. They assumed that he had been drinking and had arrested him for drunk driving. In fact, there was no drunk driving involved. Can you explain how the accident occurred?
What? Aren't you supposed to be prosecuting Larry Butts? What the heck is going on here?
Can you explain how the accident occurred? Yes, I can. It was an act of sabotage.
Whoa. Why did it flip to Larry Butts all of a sudden right after Honkers was on the stand? Did you see that? Why did that happen? Was that just to show what Larry's reaction was to that? Or did he just like transform from Honkers to Larry? Because if that just happened, this plot just got even thicker and I have even less of an idea of what's going on now.
The magician. Why would a magician want to kill Mr. Butts? That I don't know. However, I can tell you who didn't. Who's that?
Wait.
The woman he was dating at the time, Daphne. I don't know why she would want to kill him, but I'm fairly certain she's not responsible for this accident.
The wording of that is not the best. You know, if you want to preserve someone's innocence, you might not want to say, I know one person who definitely would not kill this person. This person, I swear, they're so innocent. They would never do something like that. That sounds suspicious.
But I'm fairly certain she's not responsible for this accident. How do we know their relationship wasn't falling apart? She hired the magician? No, she didn't. I did. You admit to it?
But what is happening? What?
You admit to it? Yes, I do. I have no defense. But the real truth shall set you free. Mr. Edgeworth, who is your next witness? The musician, Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank, testify and tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Mr. Edgeworth asks him some questions, and Frank says he doesn't remember a lot of details, but that it was dark and he couldn't see the driver's face. The car was upside down, and the only thing visible were the license plates. I ran to the car, but stopped when I noticed that the driver's door was open. I looked in to see a man slumped over the wheel. Was he dead? He wasn't moving. I screamed, and then I heard someone else's scream. I heard a woman scream. Where did the scream come from? Behind me, sir. A woman ran out from a dark alleyway. She was wearing a long white dress, and her face was covered by a white mask with a red mouth.
What?
Can you tell us what happened next? What did you see? A man came out of the shadows. He was holding a sword, and he was also wearing a white mask with a red mouth.
Are you sure he wasn't high? This is kind of sounding like maybe he was having a trip. You know what I mean?
The man was the defendant, Larry Butts. As you can see, Judge, this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that Mr. Butts is guilty.
He was in a disguise, supposedly wearing a mask, but you knew that it was Larry. He also came out of a random alleyway after the guy had stopped moving in the car. How does that suggest any kind of murder? Wouldn't that actually prove that he wasn't involved?
Mr. Butts, how do you respond to these accusations? How, Your Honor, I would like to call my next witness. If you please, Your Honor.
Why can Larry Butts call his own witnesses? This is not how court works.
If you please, Your Honor. So who is this mystery witness? The man who killed the clown. Are you sure that he's going to testify? Yes. All right, who is this man? His name is Miles Edgeworth.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. You're just like, I call your lawyer to the stand.
This is outrageous. This is an attempt to frame me. I call the witness to the stand. Any objections? None. Give your name, occupation, and residence for the record.
This is definitely not how court's supposed to work. Why is the judge going along with this?
My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a lawyer. I practice law in this city. What is your occupation? I am currently serving as the prosecutor of this case. Where were you on the night of the murder, Edgeworth? I was at home. I got home around 10 o'clock shortly before the clown was killed. How could you be sure? You weren't the one actually doing the killing, were you? I was at home, and I have witnesses to support that fact. There's the bartender who can confirm I was there until closing time, and my neighbors can vouch for my early to bed, early to rise routine. Bring the bartender to the stand as a witness. The bartender will confirm my alibi. Lewis, come here, would you? I need you to be a witness for the defense. Yes, sir?
I feel like we're just gonna bring everyone in town into this courthouse. There's so many faces going in and out of that door.
Yes, sir? You can testify for the defense as to where you were on the night of the death of this man. I can. Well, let's have you tell the court where you were. I was closing up shop at about midnight, sir. Was Edgeworth with you? No, sir. He left at about 5 minutes before I did. So Edgeworth was not with you at midnight when the murder occurred. That's right. Edgeworth, your alibi is paper thin. That's right. Are you sure? Yes. Uh-huh. But, what evidence do you have that proves Edgeworth is the murderer? I don't have any evidence. I'm just telling you what Lewis said.
Oh my god. Look at Phoenix's face right now. This is me right now. I'm so done. I'm so done with the back and forth of these people.
Mr. Butts, there is evidence linking you to the crime scene, but none linking Mr. Edgeworth. Why should we believe you are not the murderer? Because I'm innocent. I don't know who the murderer is, and that's God's honest truth. Your alibi is very weak, Mr. Butts. Nobody can vouch for where you were at the time of the crime.
Objection!
There is one person who knows exactly where he was at the time.
Objection! Objection!
I can prove Larry Butts is innocent. Please bring his fiancée Daphne to the stand.
What is going? Wasn't Phoenix just practically prosecuting Mr. Butts? Now he's defending him?
Why should I call Daphne to the stand? If anything, she should be the one to testify that she was at the photo studio the whole time. Yes, she was at the photo studio. With you. With me? You're breaking up. What are you supposed to be, a cross-examiner? Call Daphne to the stand. Very well. Call Daphne to the stand. Daphne, where were you at the time of the killing? I was at the photo studio with my fiancé, Larry Butt.
Oh God, could you imagine the two of them as a couple? No. No, 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 no. I remember Larry being kind of desperate, but not this desperate.
No, you weren't. Why are you trying to disprove your own theory? Where were you really at? I was at my house, in my room. I was watching TV. At your house, in your room at midnight. Yes.
Objection!
This is photo of you and Butts dated at 11:59 p.m. There is no way you could have driven from the photo studio to your house in 60 seconds flat. It's possible if you put your foot to the floor and rev the engine. Why would you do that? Unless you knew a murder was going to be taking place.
Whoa, man, this is getting intense.
What? I swear to God, I had no idea. That's impossible. You must have known. Daphne, Larry Butts isn't the murderer. You are. You are the person who was hired to kill honky honkers. But you couldn't bear to tell your boyfriend, Larry Butts, so you needed to take him home before the murder took place. I can't believe you would accuse me of something like this. I would never do that to Larry. Judge, declare the verdict.
Oh my God, this is insanity. Is the judge actually gonna stand for this?
All right. The defense would like to argue why the court should not declare the defendant guilty. I've got you cornered now. Your Honor, I would like to introduce a new piece of evidence. A letter that was sent to the police by Mr. Butts' daughter, Rita. This letter states that Mr. Butts received a threatening phone call from the victim 2 days before the crime. Well, the letter must be a forgery then. It's not like my daughter to lie. It's a desperate attempt by the prosecution to try and implicate an innocent man. What are you smirking at? Let me speak to my lawyer. Your daughter isn't your daughter anymore, Larry. She's Daphne in this scenario.
What is happening? What is happening? Why are the wife and the daughter switching places? I'm so confused right now.
What? You heard me. Your precious daughter is actually Daphne, the magician's apprentice.
What? What?
Do you have evidence that proves this, Edgeworth? Yes, this photograph. It's a picture of me with the woman in question. Where did you take this photo? A month ago at the victim's studio. That means Daphne is actually the victim?
What? How can Daphne be the apprentice of the magician and the magician that got killed at the same time? I don't know what's going on here. I really don't.
Yes, Daphne was the victim. This is crazy. I don't believe it. The prosecution has conspired against me to frame an innocent man. Sit down, Larry. Then, that leaves one question. Who is the magician? I am. You are the famous magician Little Nick? The newspaper said so. Indeed, I have been wanted by the law for decades. I'm not going to stop now.
Bro, could you imagine if a criminal broke into a courthouse and said, I've been wanted for decades, but I'm not gonna stop now? That'd be the most metal line ever. Someone should just put that in a movie just for the sake of it.
How have you evaded punishment for so long? It's all connected to the case, isn't it? What do you mean? The victim was a magician. I am a magician. I have been framed. It's impossible. So you mean the real killer was the police? You're joking. Bro, this is getting a little too real now. This is getting a little too real. You're joking. They were fed up with me ruining their cases, so they made one of their own. You're telling me that no actual murder took place? I'm telling you that the victim is still alive. Where is he? At the police station. I don't get arrested, and he dies. That's why I didn't get arrested. I was tipped off by the police officer who framed me. That means you still need to get arrested. Exactly. I'll need an attorney. Me? Why? Because the police will try to frame me again if they get a chance. I'd rather have an ally on the inside who can help me. What? Phoenix, why did you just nod at their request? Why would you do that? Are you even listening?
Have you been listening for the past, I don't know, minute?
Of course. The trial begins tomorrow. See you there. Oh my fucking god.
Have you ever watched a video and like the longer you watch it, the more you feel like you've lost brain cells? That's exactly how we feel right now.